Hey guys, greetings. How you doing? I hope you are doing well. Welcome to Vinyl TV. If you are new to this channel and if you are, please consider subscribing. Thank you very much indeed for stopping by. Thank you very much indeed for clicking. I received this question: how to invest with Vanguard. What do you need to know? So I thought to do a video about it, but before I start, I want to say massive thank you to 7,000 people who subscribe to this channel. I appreciate you a lot. It means so much. Um, Going forward, so this particular topic, I'm the kind of person who like to talk about entrepreneurship, value investing, investing in stock market, creating passive income, real estate, basically things you can do to create a generational wealth. Okay, so basically this is a question I was asked: how to invest with Vanguard. So I've done a video previously how to invest abroad, so I want to it's just kind of explain to you what you need to know about investing with Vanguard, why I'm using it. But before I start, I also want to mention that this is not investment advice, so please do seek advice from financial advisor. Okay, so this is just basic education of my what I'm doing. I also want to mention that before you start to invest in the stock market, you need to do your necessary research, do fundamental research, try to understand what you want to achieve, but also understand the goal you want to achieve, what you want to accomplish. And stock market is not something that you just go in and go out. It's not what you chicken in and chicken out. So it's something that you need to have long-term perspective and long-term horizon in mind, but also you need patience. So I want us to talk about Vanguard. Vanguard is a reputable stock brokerage firm. Basically it's online platform. It's a brokerage firm that was founded by Jack C. Bogle. Jack C. Bogle, this gentleman has passed away right now, is the author of Little Book of Common Sense Investing. Okay, so is the author of Little Book of Common Sense Investing. And basically Jack opened up Vanguard in 1975, basically for the essence of the what he have in what he had in mind was actually to start company where investors will be put their money together and investing in index fund, and from there with low cost. So Vanguard got about 75, if I'm not mistaken, about 75 fund where people can actually key in or contribute, choose from to invest in stock market. So you have life strategy 100 of various fund you can choose. You can also choose fund from UK here, can choose fund from FTSE 100, can choose from index fund, S&P 500 United States from US. So basically, or emerging market. Okay, so if you go to first, what you need to do is open up a brokerage firm. If you want to invest with Vanguard, you need to go to vanguard.co.uk here in UK and register your details, submit to them your passport, proof of ID, and stuff like that. Necessary things to identify who you are, your bank details. Then the next thing you need to do is really, before you do this, then you need to think about your goal, what you want to achieve. And when you give them your details to open up accounts, so you have option to open up 4 different accounts. There's an account for pension, and also you have ISA and junior ISA. You also have various funds you can invest, like pension as well. So the essence of this really is about keeping the cost low. So you need to decide which fund or general investment account as well. So you need to decide which one you want to open up in terms of the account. Okay, then when you open up account, then you choose the fund you want, decide how much you want contribute or you want to invest in a month, which is cost dollar cost average. Like myself, the way I invest is really about transferring money from my bank account on monthly basis to this fund that I choose. Okay, so there's so much fund you can do, but what you need to do is just making sure that you do the necessary fundamental research. And some of these funds are actually, before, I also want to mention that your investment can also go up, likewise it can go down. So there's a risk in terms of investing in the stock market. There's also a risk in terms of investing in index fund as well, though the risk is actually so is the essence of investing in fund is because it minimizes the risk of buying, say, individual stock. So that is actually what it is. So with investing in fund is about, let's say you're choosing FTSE 100, is about 100 companies here, 100 big companies here in UK. Likewise, S&P 500 is about 500 big companies United States of America. Likewise, imagine fund or different one that abroad, you need to choose particular fund. So when you go into that fund, then you see the risk, also see what that fund consists of in terms of what stock in that fund for you to choose. So that's really what you need to understand. So first thing is just open up an account, then choose the fund you want to, then decide how long, or the plan in terms of how often do you want to invest in that fund. Okay, so I do this on monthly basis, but that's actually where to go about it. So it's about finding, understanding what you need to invest in stock market, but also understanding, choose your fund. Okay, and also the other thing I want to mention, the reason why I invest with Vanguard is the fee is very low. This is not just to promote, but it's just the fee is actually is very low. So Vanguard got low fee and the clear cost. So the fee sometimes is very low, and it's up to 0.15% or 0.20%. So depending on a particular amount you are investing, so that is the benefit of it. But if you check, some brokerage firm here in UK actually charge £11 when you do a transaction. So Vanguard is actually, in terms of the fee, is very low. This is actually part of the reason why I choose it. But you just need to make sure you do your own fundamental research, and for you to know what you want to achieve. Investing is really about understanding. It can be a challenging, or people, it can be a doubting task to do, or people will be saying, oh, it's too much of a task. But you just need to understand that you're better off investing in index fund than going with individual stocks. Okay, because also the more you are trading with stock market, they will be charging you a fee on particular any particular transaction. So the idea really is about investing in the long run. So these are actually things you need to do. So better understand about the fundamental, like I mentioned. Understanding about the fundamental is about you thinking of what you want to achieve. You need to have a goal in mind. Also keep the cost low, because ultimately the essence of investing in stock market is about trying to keep your make your money work a lot hard for you. If you think about it, the savings is all-time low. Likewise, inflation is very high. So what can you do these days? You might be better off trying to save, put your money where it will work for you. Working for you a lot harder by investing in index fund or investing in stock market is actually something what you can do. Is evidence have shown that in investing in stock market, always the return is always high in the long run. But it's not something that you just need to go in straight away and go out. So you need to have a long-term perspective in mind. You need to be disciplined. You need to stay balanced. These are the things you need to know, things I need to do, by making sure you keep your costs low. And this is actually where Vanguard come in to play. Okay, so I have initially have invested with various companies here, various brokerage firm, though I realized that buying individual stock, when you sell it, they will charge you sometimes even £11 fee. So these are the things you need to understand, that Vanguard, is very low in terms of the cost. So the cost is very low. And also, so by making sure, it's really about understanding what you want to achieve. If you invest in ISA, is also cost effective in terms of tax advantage, because I think here in UK you are allowed to invest £20,000 per tax year in your ISA. So these are the things you need to know, or things you need to just do the research about it, and think about goal, what you want to achieve. So think about goal, what you want to achieve is making sure that you have the right investment tool, okay, keeping the cost low. So it's not really about predicting the future, it's really about understanding that you are there. Nobody is able to predict the future or what's going to happen in the market, but you are better off to be in the market than to be out. So you're better off to be in there, and also play it safe. And also sometimes you need to think about your age as well. These are the things you need to know, what you want to achieve. So with Vanguard fund, various fund, it will tell you in terms of the risk. So you need to check the type of risk you're able to withstand, or also check the one that what you can afford as well. So it's really about making sure that you are doing the necessary fundamental research before you go into investing in stock market. It can be rewarding, but it's not 100% guarantee. But that is the where the rich get ahead. The rich get ahead by investing in stock market. They invest in real estate. They invest in ideas, their businesses. So these are the things you need to do, just making sure that uh, you put your money where it will work for you. Because even if you say you put your money in the bank account or savings account, like I mentioned earlier, the service is the interest is very low and inflation is very high. So no amount of money you have in the bank, no amount of savings you have in the bank, that will be enough for you. So but in stock market can also, actually, from what I'm looking at right now from my portfolio, it's gone up to 7.5%. This is just giving you an example, just to give you an example that your investment also sometimes it goes up and down. It's not guaranteed return, but you hardly get 7.5% interest in keeping your money in bank. So it's something that you need to think about. It's also something that you need to consider. Investing is actually is one of the ways to build wealth, especially generational wealth. But it is a question of you doing the necessary fundamental research. Okay, so I thought to discuss with you, or thought to discuss, share this idea with you, that investing in stock market is actually where to go, and this is actually where Vanguard came into in play. So Vanguard is just it is a platform where you decide to choose for various index fund, okay, to invest in particular company you want to invest here in UK, likewise abroad. So yeah, so it's something that I'm using, is a platform that I'm using, but I want you to, before you go into investing in stock market, is for you to make sure that you are doing the necessary fundamental research before you jump in, okay, and have a long-term perspective in mind, and have a long-term horizon in mind. With Vanguard, there's so much fund that you need to decide, and that individual fund consists of so many stock. Okay, it can be Apple, it can be Facebook, linked to in that group. Likewise, can be Dangote Cement, or some, it can be BP, it can be, just need to check that particular fund, index fund you are choosing, and see what stocks are inside, then for you to decide. Okay, so like FTSE 100 here in UK is 100 most capitalized company in UK. Likewise, S&P 500 is 500 most capitalized company in United States of America. So it's really about you making sure that you are doing the necessary fundamental research. That's the benefit of investing in stock market. Okay, so I thought to share this with you, that with Vanguard, it's saying it bring value to the investors. So with Vanguard, it bring value to over 3 million investors worldwide. A lot of people are using this platform, but you just need to, this is not to promote Vanguard like I mentioned, but it's for you to do your own fundamental research. The cost is very free, very low, so it's question of you doing your necessary fundamental research is something that I'm using. I find it very attractive. Okay, you and also is a reputable company, so by doing your research you know that you know you check the research, check the risk before. This is only what I will encourage you to do, and also get advice from a reputable financial advisor before you go into investing in stock market, because you have your capital might be at risk, so it's not a guarantee, and you can't go in market just to predict the future. Okay, so this is only what I want to say to you. Is something that I'm using, and investing in with Vanguard is the fee is low compared to a lot of the other, also another platform also I'm using as well, eToro. So it's not only Vanguard, but I like to diversify and use a lot of brokerage firm. Okay, so you just need to do your own research and see which one align with your philosophy or your principle or what you want to achieve. So for me, Vanguard, looking at Vanguard in terms of the cost advantage, is in terms of the reputation. So this is actually what I'm using it. Okay, so I thought to share with you, with Vanguard. Like I mentioned, just go online, google vanguard.co.uk, and from there send your details. And once you send your details, you choose, okay, from what you decide your aim and your goal, then you choose the portfolio. If you want to open up ISA, it's tax advantage. You're allowed to invest 20k, okay, UK pound sterling, okay, in a year, in any tax year, which is from April to April next year, or April to April. So it's the tax year here in UK. I mean April, for April 5th to 31st of the next year as well. So it's really about checking the necessary advantage you have in terms of investing within stock market. Investing, like I mentioned, can be rewarding. Likewise, it's also risky business. So it's but I like to take calculated risk, and how to go about this is really about taking calculated risk, making informed choice. Okay, this is actually what you need to do. So I encourage you to keep doing what you are doing. So is the question I was asked, what platform am I using to invest? So Vanguard is a good example, but you need to, before you go into investing in stock market, you just need to check what you want to achieve. Check in terms of do your necessary fundamental research, do the diligence. Okay, but Vanguard is bringing value to investors, and actually that is actually one of the principles. It's about staying grounded, it's about keeping the cost low, it's about making sure that you are doing things to your advantage. Okay, don't do things with hearsay, or just do things, or in terms of start investing in market with with sentiment. It doesn't work in that way. So it's about making sure that you stay humble and stay loyal, and also keep an eye in your investment every now and then. The way I also like to do it, just to like set up one, you go in from your bank account straight away. You don't need to worry about it. Sometimes every now and then you just check, but it's better you set up the account straight away. And in that sense, there's something called compounding. So with compounding, your portfolio increase. So sometimes when you get a dividend, you use that dividend back into your investment and buy more. So that is actually what it's all about. So it's about making sure that you do the necessary fundamental research before you start. And Vanguard is actually platform I'm using, but I just thought to share with you the reason why I'm using it is the fee is very low, and also is a massive platform whereby you can actually invest in so many funds. Okay, you can invest so many funds. Likewise here, FTSE 100, and likewise in US you can invest in Germany, various. You can also invest in emerging markets. So you just need to decide, and inside go into details. Once you click on the form, then you check about the risk. Okay, also check about stock that is included in that fund. Do your own research before you go in, before you invest, before you decide. Okay, but also think about overall what you want to achieve. But investing in stock market is something that you need to do in a long run. It's not something that you just go in easy. Okay, so you just need to think about long-term perspective, and evidence have shown that it can be rewarding in the long run. Okay, so thank you very much indeed. Stay blessed. I appreciate you. I thought to share with you what I'm doing or investment platform I'm using, and this is not a financial advice. It's not just to share idea, just educative platform, just give you a hint and tips then for you to make informed choice, for you to go out there and do your own research. Don't take everything just don't take everything just you need to do. Go out there and think about it, do your own research. Then if it resonates with you, if you're happy, then you decide. But ultimately idea is for you to get the information you need, then go out there and do your own research then before you make that decision. So it's about giving you idea, tips that you can go out there and make your own informed choice. But also, before you invest in stock market, look for a reputable and financial advisor. Okay, look for qualified financial advisor in terms of to give you idea and tip as well. Okay, thank you very much and stay